So now we are getting into list. So string, I just explained string because string also acts as a data structure. So we have tried some of the functions in strings, like, storing that, understanding it as a characters and retrieving and replacing and all that. Similarly, list is another data structure which we use to store data in square brackets. Okay, that is, let's say, any question in strings, anybody, you can feel free to put in the chat. Okay, so numbers, I'm trying to store now list. So I can have anything here. Okay, so this is how a list looks like. That means string we have created using double quotes, right? String was in double quotes. List will be in square bracket. If you want to have a string, it is like this, right? 1, 4, 3, 2, 6, 7, 9. So this is how a string will look like. But a list will look like in this fashion, wherein we have in square brackets and all the values are separated by using comma. Right? But it is a lot of operations are same. That means here also, if I want to access the first value, I can just give numbers of 0. So now the output of this program is going to be, it is going to print the first value, which is 1, right? So it is printing me 1. The numbers of 0 is the first value. Okay, similarly, I can traverse through it. Numbers of 1 is going to be 4, okay, printing 4. So that is how we access the list. And same like string, if we give -1, right? If I give numbers of -1, it is going to access the last value of it, which is 9. All right. Okay, and slicing also is the same model. And if you want to like to change it, let's say I want to change the first value instead of 1. Okay, so now the numbers of 0 equals 45 you have gained. That means the first position, the first value is 1, which will be getting replaced with 45. Right? If I just print here numbers, that is printing, see, 45, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1, 7, 9. So that means we can change the or we can modify the list by using assignment operator. Okay. Now, similarly, below we have a string, let's say, same thing, 1, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1, 7, 9. Now here also I want to change the first character, which is 1. I want to change this 1 to 45. Okay. It is, if I give like this, str of 0 equals 45 and then print str. Okay. Any idea what is the output of this? Line number 6. Line number 3 is going to print what we have seen already. Now I'm doing the same thing in string, right? It means the first position 1 should be changed to 45. So line number 5. Line number 5, I'm modifying the string. Okay, with the first value I want to change it. Okay, so now when I run this, it is throwing me an error. string does not support item assignment. That means in the string, we cannot use assignment using this. We can access it. Okay, we can access it using the position of the string, but you cannot modify it. This is not possible. Right? The first position, that is first this thing value n1, it cannot be modified as 45 using this assignment. We cannot do that. Okay, so that is one difference between list and string is string you cannot modify, but list you can. All right. So that is about the assignment. And just now what you have learned, slicing, right? Slicing is same like string. That means if I want to print, let's say, if I give colon and 3, okay. So below the colon, nothing is there. And after colon, I'm giving 3 is printing 143. That means beginning. So because before colon, nothing is there. So beginning till the, so 3 elements it is going to print, beginning with 0. So that is why 143 is getting printed, and I give 5 here. So it is going to print me from the beginning 14325. Okay. Now I want to print 326. How do I do that? Anybody? Please put on the chat fast. This 326 should be printed. Only 326. So what is the slicing model for that? For 326, what is the slicing model? 2:5. Okay, thank you. 2:6. Okay, 252626. Okay, a lot of people are answering. Great. So let's see what happens. So 2:5 is what one answer I got it. So I'm trying to print it. It's printing 326. Okay. Now 5, the reason of 5 is what? 5 elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements. Total we want. We are in our radar. In the 5 elements, we are beginning with the second element. Okay. Second means 0, 1, 2. Second element we are printing. 326 is getting printed. Great. So far so good. I think we are doing great so far. All right. Now we'll quickly see some of these methods of list, okay, which we can use it. That is, if I want to add a number in the end, let's say I want to add, 5 in the end, it is called as append in list. What I can do is numbers dot append. I can give 5. Okay. If I try to print numbers now, it is going to print me 1, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1, 7, 9, and 5. So 5 got appended in the list. So append is the function that we use to add an element. It will always add in the end. Okay. That is what the append is. Similarly, we use insert. So in insert, we can use it, in a particular position. So let's say I give insert 0, 5. So when I give 0, 5, it is going to insert 5 in the 0th position. So now it will insert 5. Now we have 5, 1, 4, 3, right? So 5 gets inserted in the first position. That's what the insert. In any location you want to print, it will go into insert. It will insert. I say get 2, 5. Now it will insert in the in this position. Okay, so 2, 5 should give me 1, 4, 5, 3, 2 like that. So that is what is insert. Then we have remove. So we can remove also. Let's say I removed 1. Okay. Let us remove the 1. So in remove also, it is going to remove the first occurrence of that. I give numbers dot remove 1. The first one is getting removed. Now it is started printing from 4. 4, 3, 2, 6, 1, 7, 9, it got printed. Okay. That is what is remove. Similarly, we have pop method. If we give pop method, simply give numbers dot pop, it is going to remove the last element of the array or in the list, sorry. In this list, last element is 9. If we give numbers dot pop, the last element got removed. Now you see it is only printing till 7. Okay. So that is what is pop, and then we have the clear. So any idea if we give numbers equals all this, numbers dot clear, if I print numbers, what is the output? What could be the output? Any idea? Please ping fast. Numbers dot clear and then print numbers. What is the output? Empty, 0, blank list. Great. Anything else? Whole list will be cleared. Okay. Null. Great. So very good. Thanks for acting so fast here. Good. We are focusing in the class. That means empty. Very nice. So pretty much all of you are right here. Clear means it is going to clear all the values and it is going to print the empty list here. The list is empty. Everything got cleared. Okay. So now here I'm giving numbers append 5. Next I'm giving numbers dot insert 0, 7, and then I'm giving numbers dot pop. Okay, the 3 things I've given. Tell me fast, what is the output of this program? What is the output of this program? 7. Okay, any other answer? Anybody? 0, 7. Roshni is telling 7. See the program clearly. So line number 1 has a numbers list which has so many items, and I'm giving line number 2 numbers dot clear. I'm giving numbers dot append 5, and numbers dot insert 0, 7, numbers dot pop. Okay, I think you have stick to 7. I think you got the point. Yes. So now I'll run this program. It's printing 7. Great. Thank you very much for answering. So it's, let me explain, it's line number 2. We all of you know that line number 2 clears the entire list. Line number 3, append 5 means 5 will get appended in the list. Okay. And then we are inserting in the 0th position 7. So now the list will have 7, 5. Then we are giving numbers dot pop. That means the last element gets removed. So only 7 is left. Okay. So that is what is the output. I think you got the thing here. Okay. Some of this has some issues like index. So let's say I have index. So if I try to print numbers dot index of 1, it is going to show me the index of 1. That means what is the index of the value 1? Index of value 1 is 0. Here again, it will show on the first occurrence only. If I give index of 9, is going to show me 7 because 9 is the 7th occurrence. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is what index means. Okay. Sort has some issue. That I will. This sort has some issue. I will check and let you know some issue. I always have sorted in this. Reverse sort and copy. So copy we can check. Let's say I give numbers dot copy in n, and now if I try to print n, so n is another list which is a copy of numbers. Okay, that is if I try to print n and then try to print numbers, it is going to print, see, both the same because both are copy of each other. So number is the original one, we made a copy into n. So that is what is the methods in list, except these two that I will check. There is some error is coming in these two. Okay. So this is about list. So we have seen two data structure now. Okay, we have seen lists and we have seen, we also compared list with the string. Okay. So any questions so far in list? Anybody? Please ping. If not, then we'll go to the next one, which is tuple. All right. So this would be easy for you because tuple is like list only. The only difference is it is a read only. We cannot modify or do any of this. We cannot change or anything. That is, first thing is it should be given using this round bracket, not square bracket. So now just I gave round bracket, this becomes a tuple. It's not a list anymore. List will be in square brackets. Okay. Now, this is a tuple. That means it's read only. I cannot give like this. I can access in the same model. The access part is same. I can give print numbers of 0. Now it is printing me the first value, which is 1. Okay, this is as it is, no issue here, right? But we cannot assign. Let's say I cannot give numbers of 0 equals 10, right? If I give this statement, it is throwing an error that tuple does not support item assignment. We cannot assign a value to a tuple. That cannot be done. So that is a one difference between list and tuple is it's read only. We cannot assign. We cannot modify, delete. Nothing can be done. We can only read this. We can only read tuple. You see, they are like read-only lists, round bracket. We use them to store a list of items. But once we define a tuple, we cannot add or remove items or change the existing items. That's it. So some students ask me why, what is the difference? Okay. Can we add multiple numbers? Yes. In single, can we add multiple numbers in single list at a time? Yes, we can. We can have in list, let's say, I already there, no, already two numbers were there. One was there. This one was also there. Okay. Both in list and tuple, we can have multiple or duplicate. Got it? Both in list and tuple, we can have duplicate values. If that was a question, I think this is the answer. All right. Okay. So yeah, so that's about tuple. Okay, so difference is one thing is tuple is normally tuples, the performance is faster than list because sometime during programming we need to have a data which which does not require any kind of modification, like some kind of master data or something. So in that scenario, we store it into tuple because tuple actually it is faster, compared to list. That is one. Second thing, sometime the senior developers or whoever design this particular application and whoever has this tuple, they do not want. So you want to add, okay, append. Yes, so that's the question is asking. Okay, we want to append it. Just give a second. We'll do. So what? Okay, so what I was explaining is, Yeah, so if a senior developer on architecture, they want to create a variable which should not be modified by any other program in the team, or other programmer in the team. So in that scenario, once we create this tuple, that means it is ensured that nobody else can modify this particular tuple. They cannot modify it. So it is kind of read only. There is another usage why they prefer to use a tuple. Okay. Okay. Now back to this question. Append. So what it's telling is, can we do that? Okay. So now let's say so if we give append, so this is a list again, just to answer that question I'm telling you. So append of 10 if I give, okay, numbers. So obviously it is printing, it will append the 10 in the end and it is going to print 10. What is asking, can I give 10, 13, 14, 18 and all that? Let's say I want to append all these values in the particular uh, list. Okay. So it is throwing what? Append takes exactly one argument and 4 given. All right. So that is the answer that the question that we have been asked. So the other use, how we have to append is, you have to use in a loop that we'll learn how to use loop and how we can do it. All right. Okay. There are other ways also, which maybe we can see in the later. The advanced part is there. Okay. Now let's say there is something called extend. There are some advanced method which can be achieved, but let's stick on this as of now. No problem. Welcome. Okay. Now, okay, where were we? Okay, tuple. So since tuple is a read only, this is the only two methods we can use. Either we can find the index or we can find the count of it. Now, for example, let me go back to tuple here. Round bracket, I give tuple. So far we have known we can access it. Okay, so we can access it, right? So this we know already. Tuple can be accessed just like list. No issues over here. One, it is getting printed. So if I want to access the index of, let's say 9, okay, like, sorry. Okay, I give index of 9 over here. Is printing 7. So 7 is the index of the value 9. Okay, that's what, like read only, no? We can access it. Now, for example, if I give count of 1, if I give numbers dot count of 1, what is going to the output of this? Numbers dot count of 1, the output is going to be, okay, thank you. It's printing 2 here because this value 1 is present here 2 times. Okay, that is a count function. So pretty much only index and count is what normally used with tuple, right? So that's what about tuple. Now we get another type called data set or a set we call. The only difference between set is it is given in a curly bracket. Same like curly bracket we give and just try to print numbers. So I have numbers, and again, this is a set now because it has curly brackets. Now I want to print numbers. Okay, I want to print numbers. Any idea what will be the output of this? Let me remove some of this to make it simple. So it has 14179. If I print numbers, any idea what will be the output of this? Numbers equals set 14179, print numbers. What is the output of this program? 14179 and somebody selling 1479, Asha is selling 1479, 14179, the same list. Great. Thank you all for trying. Thank you all for participating. That way we stay alert. So actually, let's see the result. Okay. Let's say, so if I run it, it's only printing 1497. Okay. So observation one is, see, duplicate value is not printed. See, one got printed only once. Okay, that is the one observation. Second is order is different. Order is different. So 14179 was the order. It is printing 1497. It has printed 9 before 7. Right? So this is the feature of set. First thing is set is defined by giving curly brackets. Second is set cannot have duplicate values. And third is the order of set is different. Okay, it can be different. Okay, now let's see if I give numbers of 0. Can you tell me what is the output of this program? Numbers is 14179. Print numbers of 0. What is the output of this program? Numbers of 0. Will it print 1 or not? Okay, 1. So actually, if I run this program, it is printing an error. Set object is not subscriptable. Okay. So the meaning is, like I said, set in set the order is not fixed. Okay, the order of the set is not fixed. Okay, somebody cannot. Others can hear me or Anita cannot hear me actually. Is my voice audible to others? Okay, so maybe just check your speaker or something. Thank you all for responding. Okay, so like I was telling, all right, thank you. Like I was telling, since the order is different, we cannot access the element of set by giving the position of the value. We cannot do that. It will throw an error. That is not possible. Okay. If you print the whole thing, everything is getting printed. That's fine. And that to duplicate is not getting printed. But if I use the index, it will not. Like list, tuple, and string. In set, I cannot give an index. That is not possible. Okay. The question is then how we can access. There's a different model that we'll see in the future slides, how to access it. But so far, just understand that set is a collection which is unordered, unchangeable, and unindexed. No duplicate members. Okay. But we can remove and add. That is possible. So, see, every time, first time, every time it is going to show a different order, not showing 1497. So sometime it shows different. Okay, so the order will not be same at all. And also, the other point was unchangeable. That means I cannot give here numbers of, because obviously we cannot change it, no, because we cannot access the element. That is a common sense. The number of 0 or 3, if I give, that is not possible. I cannot change it. It is throwing, does not support item assignment. We cannot change it. Okay. Now, for you to check on your own, so I'll give it slight assignment here. Okay, I think here it's fine, Rita. I don't think any problem with this. Others are able to hear me out. Maybe some issue with your laptop or something. If you check that, then it should be fine because others are able to hear. Sorry about that. Just check one more time. If it is not, then ping in the chat. We'll find out a way out. So for you to just check on your own, I have written here, we can remove and add items. Just check on your own how we do that in set. Research on your own and let me know. Okay, now fourth is dictionary. So we have covered so far in the data structure, list, tuple, and set. Fourth is dictionary. Dictionary is slightly different. Dictionary uses, if you want to create, if you want to store like two-dimensional, like two-dimensional information, like in Excel. Right? If I want to capture a database kind of, information like name, age, city. So I've drawn here. So here, if I have, any kind of, two-dimensional value, right? I want to have a two-dimensional of value here. Okay. And then, so let's say, okay, let's say this information, if I want to store, how? Because normally we don't want, we cannot, I mean, we can, but the preferred way of storing this two-dimensional is not string, not list, not tuple, not set. So this kind of information is generally called as dictionary because we have here keys. So name and age and state are keys, and these are the values for that. Okay, these are the values. So how to do that is, let's say I have student here. So this also we create in curly brackets. And give here double quotes name, John. Okay. And let's give this define age, state, values. Okay. So here, so this is a dictionary wherein we have the dictionary name is student. And it has three keys: name, age, and state, and there are values for each key. Okay. Now, if I simply print student, it is going to print the entire dictionary. Printing the entire dictionary in this fashion. See curly bracket name colon John age colon 20 and then state colon Florida. So this is how it is going to print a dictionary. Now, purpose you have understood that we want two-dimensional. Okay. Now, what if I want to store one more name here? Okay. So this is the requirement. So I have here name is state. There are two names, right? I want this. How can I do that? Any ideas? I want to have one more name here. Kathy also should be coming. Just write your thought. You don't have to be exact. Just write in normal English what I can do. What I should do to have one more name. Because this is what I need. Any idea, anybody? Okay, so we'll come back to that question in a bit. Let's explore it. Let's see how to access it. Okay. So right now we have only one value. If I want to access the name key of the student, okay, I give here student of name. Okay, when I run this program, it's printing John. So student is a dictionary name and name is the key. Similarly, if I give here age, it is going to print the value of age, which is 20, and state, and so on. You have to have the key and value. Yes. Okay, thank you. Great. So you have to have the key and value. Exactly. So now key and value is there. So this is the key. It name is the key and value is John. But I want more values because I cannot have like this. See, this is not possible. I cannot have another name and then have Kathy. This is not possible. We cannot have duplicate keys in a dictionary. This will throw an error. Two names cannot be there. Okay. Only one name key, but here you should have facility to add. Okay. So now we have seen how to access a dictionary, right? Just give that value. So coming back to the original question, if I want to give two names here, what you have to do is here, watch this carefully. Here, instead of John as one string, you can give here a list. You can give here a list. I can give here John and then I give a comma. I think okay. Two values I gave. Age also can be a list. State also has to be a list. Yes, you can give tuple also. No, not okay. So K1, so it's a good try. K1 colon V1 comma V2, right? Instead of V1 comma V2, the V1 should also be in double quotes. V2 should also be in double quotes. Otherwise, it is correct. Thank you. It is correct. Otherwise, just double quotes, slide error is there. If you see here in name, John is in double quotes and Kathy is also in double quotes because it is like an independent list. Okay. Similarly, here age is also list. These are the numbers, and state is also list. This can be tuple also, list also, whatever you feel like. This can give you. Now, my question is how to print the second value, this Kathy. So if I simply like what we have learned, no, if I simply give print student of name. Okay, this is what we have seen just now. If I give student of name, any idea what is the output? Student of name will print what? Quick. John and Kathy. Yes, John and Kathy. Yes, correct. So now it is going to print. So because name is the key of student, which has a list, right? Which is a list and list has John and Kathy. So both are getting printed. Okay. Now what if I want to print only Kathy? Let's say I want to only print the second one. Everything should not come. Only the second one should come. What should I do? Both the names should not appear. Only the second name should come. That is, Kathy should only print. Any idea? So just now we have seen a list, right? So how to get the value of a list? By giving name one. Okay, good try. Very good. Any other answer? Any other answer? We should use index of the list. Yes, exactly. Which is what? So that is right. But how do we do it? How do we write it? So it should be what? Print student of name and then index. So the index of the name list. So name is nothing but it's a key, which is a list. And the index of the second is what? 1. So I give another square bracket here after name and give 1. Okay. So now what happens is it is going to print me Kathy, which is the second value. Index is what we have to use. If I give name of 0, it is going to print the first name, which is John. Got it? So this is how you access the key and the values of a dictionary. All right. Any question in this? Okay. So now we'll see the difference, right? We'll we'll recap the differences. We have seen 4 basically data structures like list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Just to recall it, list is a collection which is ordered and changeable. Right? That means we can change the list value and it always comes in a particular order. It can have duplicate values and we give in square brackets. A tuple is also a collection which is ordered and unchangeable. That means we cannot change the value of a tuple. Tuple is not changeable, but it allows duplicate members. Tuple can duplicate members and we give using round brackets. Then third is set. So set is a collection which is unordered, right? So that means always the order of the values will change. It does not store in the same order, but it will have the same values, but it will keep on changing. The order will change and unchangeable. We cannot change the values of a set, and it is unindexed. That means it is not in the same order. Set cannot have duplicate members. It will not have duplicate members, but we can remove and add items, and it is used in curly brackets. Right. Fourth is dictionary. Dictionary is again a collection which is ordered and changeable. No duplicate members and curly brackets. Here also we use curly brackets and no duplicate members, and it is ordered and changeable. Changeable means what? So here, let's say I give student of name equals, okay, I give here something else. Let's say I give some other. So earlier the name, the student of name as John and Kathy. Okay. Now I am changing it, right? And now I'm giving it as, let's say, Ron. Okay. Now if I print student of name, so it is printing Ron, right? Because now it is not in that list. Now we have changed the list into a string. That means we can change it. We can change the value of a dictionary. See, before it, the way I assigned is by giving John and Kathy as the list. Now it is changed to simple string, right? So it is changeable. So till here is what we have covered the data structure. And how differences and how to apply it. And when we learn the conditional statement and looping, at that time we'll see how to traverse through these data structure, how to access the values using loops and give the conditions and so on. Okay.